Ladies and gentlemen, we're very lucky today to welcome Gary Lineker with news on the England scores.
And here comes Hurst. He's got some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now. It's
Cleveland is right behind you.
Thanks so much for watching Talking to Our Souls. In this week's episode, we discuss fishing, immigration, idiots and Brexits.
We talked about Ed Sheeran being ginger and a twat, mask wearing, Gavin Williamson.
There you go. When you say one twat, yeah, the other one has to follow.
Gavin Williamson, I like to make decisions and undo the decisions. And then, please, sir, can I have some more?
It's incredible. I actually thought that was Gavin Williams sitting next to me.
We're talking about Mick Hucknall's illegitimate son.
We're also talking about Priti Patel.
Being racist. Maybe not. Let's not.
Right. As parenthesized the maybe. Let's face it. Priti Patel and racism is not 32.6 miles away. Football, it's come home at last. Avi Lineker.
Avi Lineker. I'm actually eating some crisps as well.
I did actually see you chomping away there. Yeah. Av has decided to go all out and support England during this European. Why are we in the European Cup when we decided to leave?
Oh, the same reason I suppose Australia's in the Eurovision Song Contest.
And they've got some great bands. They've got Angus and Julia Stone. AC/DC aren't a great band anymore, bless them, they're old. Kylie,
I don't.
Danny, Jason.
Jason. And there's another one. I can't remember her name.
Olivia Newton-John.
Gosh, Steve, you're old.
Bit harsh, isn't it? Really? We've got Avi Lineker there telling me that I'm old. Let's just say welcome to this our next episode of the podcast, Talking to Our Souls. And Av, what's going on this week?
Oh, there's a fair bit happened this week, isn't it? We've had new rules on social distancing and face mask wearing coming in 19th of July by I'll change the word. So we've had a few things happen this week. We've had our Supreme Leader talking about how they're going to change the rules on the 19th of July. Yeah. They also got England, the semis.
Oh, I've never had a semi in England.
Yeah. Okay. And
like a baby's arm holding a satsuma. I never knew what that meant.
Well, you got to bring babies into it.
I don't know. When I was younger, so much younger than today, people used to say that. They used to describe either a hard penis or just a penis as a baby's arm with an orange in the end of it. And no offense, mine's never been orange.
Well, mine's never had 4 fingers and a thumb, but yeah.
Ever.
No.
Well, when I was 13.
So, no, gosh, let's move away from this, Steve.
You can't put me in a room and I'll just turn anything. Oh, it's just wrong. It is wrong, but it just made me laugh. But yeah, no, we are. Here we go. Listen to this. We are in the semi-finals, and it's quite exciting. It's a shame we couldn't beat the Dutch.
Couldn't beat the Dutch.
Sorry, the Denmarks. What do you call them?
Denmark? Denmark.
No, but what do you call them? If we say, we couldn't beat the Denmarks.
The Danes.
The Danes. Oh, that'd be like dogs, wouldn't it? They're Great Danes because they beat the English. We're little frightened poodles. Not a
the
big
dogs.
not a big fan of the
Onto
England.
the dogs.
I don't know what I can't feel it.
What would Priti Patel say if you found out you were not supporting England? Deport you? Deport you?
She would fucking do. She'd deport me to bloody Africa. She don't start with Priti Patel. Do you know what she's done, right? And I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it. I'm going to go straight in. I'm not editing this fuck, right? I'm going to say it right now. The other day, she's come out and said, right, if anyone gets into England without permission into the UK, but we obviously know it's England. If anyone comes to England without our permission, they will be given a room, food, water for 4 years. What's she on about? Well, that's the thing. I don't know where. I don't know whether it'll be. Well, she doesn't want people to come over. She wants to take them to concentration camps in Africa. I don't think they're called concentration camps. I think they're called processing centers.
That sounds racist. Send them back to Africa. That is racist.
Look, Priti Patel. If she's not, she can't be considered racist. She must have had a tough upbringing. She must have had a tough life living in this country all those years ago. With her millionaire family.
She probably has a tough life looking in the mirror, looking at that face every day, having to live with it. See, looking at that face every morning thinking, oh, I'm such a nasty bastard.
But do you know what, though? I really don't think she thinks she's nasty. I think she overcompensates. I don't know. I've never met her. No, I don't know. But I do think she's trying. She thinks she's doing the best that she wants to be strong. She wants to appear strong. I am a strong, confident woman. But I don't know if she's completely fucked in the head like the others.
Are you sure she wants to send them to Africa? Is that definite? Or is that just like?
Well, it's something I read on a news service the other day. Apparently, and this is topical, the Danish people do it as well. They've got a camp for asylum seekers, right? This is the thing that Priti Patel doesn't understand, right? Every refugee in the world is initially an asylum seeker. Right, so the Danes, I think, have got a camp in Africa, and I think this country wants to try and negotiate sharing their African camps so we can put our illegal people who come into this country without permission into a processing center in Africa. Come on, England.
I mean, I can't say that I've got a solution, but that doesn't sound like.
And another thing they want to do, right, which I read today, and this is all in the bill that they're putting through tonight on the Tuesday that Italy beat Spain. They're voting in Parliament to turn the boats around in the middle of the channel and make them go back to France, so we don't have any responsibility. But they said the only problem with that law that we're trying to bring in tonight is we need to get France's permission. So good luck with that.
Yeah, God. If it's not freaking fish fighting over fish, it's fighting over immigrants. That's my fish. No, that's my fish. Those are your immigrants. Those are my, your immigrants.
I don't think, and I apologize to any French people that may be listening, that anybody says they're my immigrants. They're your immigrants. I don't think anyone says no, they're my immigrants. They're my asylum seekers. They're my refugees. They're our refugees.
I'm surprised Priti Patel and the rest of them have come to the idea that if you start fishing for us, when you're coming over, you can get some fish from the French waters, bring them over, we'll let you in.
That's right. You can't get into a dinghy unless you have a fishing rod, and then you have to bring 4 or 5 nets load of fish in. That'll be great, and that will be
from French waters.
Yeah, nick the French fish on the way over. Two parrots on a perch. One turns around to the other and goes, "Can you smell fish?" I like the idea of migrants coming over here fishing for us and bringing their haul in, because that's the only way we're going to be able to fish. That's a great idea, Av Singh.
And then you could take them to the farms and start picking some strawberries as well.
But you're right and you're wrong, because like we haven't got enough people in this country, right? And this is the annoying thing, to pick vegetables, to pick fruit, to pick, all the seasonal workers aren't coming in over anymore because of the EU rules, right? And we also haven't got enough nurses. But let's let them all out. Let's let them all out. Take your masks off and shout freedom.
And from which we will not go back. Freedom. 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 And from which we will not go back.
I don't know. I mean, this thing with the I think they should be enforcing it on transport, I think, and shops. And then
masks.
In pubs and restaurants, I think they should have a choice in there, I think.
What, like you could either have a starter and a main and a pudding?
Yeah, so yeah. Yes.
It is important to have a choice. No, but I get what you're saying. I'm just seeing if I can. I had it up earlier, but it's...
I mean, you hear my brilliant idea, Steve?
Yes. Well, you've already had one. You've already won that. Migrant fishing is probably the best.
I think, hey, we've got this queuing system. I think you should have, if you go shopping, you got one part where people wear masks and you can queue up with social distancing, and then the other side is people who don't give a shit and don't wear masks. For
the last 15 months, right, and Christmas was a real bitch for me, and I hated it because I was so good. I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't go anywhere. Not because I didn't want to go anywhere, because I didn't want to be part of the spread. I thought, it's better. I don't have to, Rishi Sunak's giving me some money so I can stay at home. I may as well stay at home and only go out if I really, really have to. When my mum was poorly, obviously I had to. But up until Christmas, I wasn't doing it. And then Boris comes out and says, we can all go out in 5 days, and just ignore the whole of the time that happened before. And that really annoyed me. But now I'm double vaccinated. Right? I don't care. I'm double vaccinated, but I still care about spreading it to other people that may not be vaccinated. But when the day comes when everybody has been offered a vaccine, fuck you, I'm going out and spreading it because you should have had the vaccine. Is that wrong?
Didn't you say that about STIs as well, Steve? How did that go?
Well, to be fair, I rolled off a cliff and said I'm a gonorrhea.
Sorry.
No, that was quite good. You made my very serious rant funny, which is what should have been the thing. But do you know what I mean, though? Like, would you worry if everyone has been offered the vaccine, then there's no point bothering anymore to be so careful? Because I know you've been really, really careful for the last 16, 17 months. And like, I just don't think.
Yeah, I mean, like you. I mean, the other side of it is that I'm not a very sociable person anyway. I hate going out to see family and friends. I hate people. I hate people. I just.
It's true though.
Yeah, I don't hate you, Steve. Tolerate you, but
tolerate. That's good. If you can find someone in the pandemic and tolerate them, you're doing well.
Yeah. I mean, Mrs. doesn't say it to me. After 18 months in the same house.
We've got people like Boris Johnson and other ministers of the Crown that we voted for. So it's all our faults at the end of the day because we voted for them.
That makes me laugh. You're going to trust the British public to make rational and reasonable decisions. Yeah, I'm thinking, voted for Brexit, voted for Conservatives, three different occasions. So.
Three. We've had 3 different Conservative governments in less than 4 years. To be fair, I think the most people that voted for any of these Conservative governments was 14 million. And Labour, I think, got 13. And I think the turnout, there's still a third of this country that never vote. I always thought it was apathy. I thought apathy is the reason why people, but it's because people know that what's the point? What's the point of voting? Because you're voting in idiots.
All MPs, to me, are the same.
I know what you're saying, and I don't want to agree wholeheartedly, because I do believe that democracy is something we should all get on board with. But the majority of people, MPs, but I think maybe they're turned as they go to Westminster. Maybe there's some form of like drug that they have when they go through the doors of Westminster, or maybe they all have lobotomies. Maybe that's what it is.
You think of it this way, right? Probably when you was younger and when I was younger, most MPs that were in Parliament had to come from a background where they actually did some work in a sector, not like now where you've got people who are from 17, 18 join the Labour Party and start working for the Labour Party, and then have a career in the Labour Party, and I think let's drop them in an area where we want to get Labour votes, or that's a well kept Labour town or city. Let's put them there and become career politicians.
No, Andy Berman. I know what you're saying. I was listening to the radio the other day, and this woman was talking, and I thought, Jesus Christ, you're talking a lot of sense. You can't be an MP. How on earth? Everything you've said that's uttered out of your mouth, you've agreed when things are wrong. You've not sort of tried to defend yourself. You're not trying to say, well, it's because of this or that, the other. So you're saying, yes, well, this is because of this, and we should try best to do that. And it was Yvette Cooper, Balls' wife, and like I think
Ed Balls.
That's. Yeah, but Ed Balls, right? Wipe him off not wipe him off because that sounds bad, but like just ignore him. But she was talking a lot of sense, and I like Yvette Cooper because she seems to hold people to their promises a lot, and I like that.
Well, she got sense when she didn't take his surname.
Well, Yvette Balls. Have you ever Yvette Balls? Have you? Yvette Balls.
What's his first name? Yvette
Cooper.
Ed Cooper.
Is that a Barrels? They made Barrels, didn't they? Coopers.
I was thinking Mini Cooper.
Yeah, well, you've never thought big, have you?
So that's been our podcast, talking about some amazing things there. Steve?
I didn't realise Av wanted to go. But yeah, that's the end of this week's podcast. Thanks ever so much, Av, for letting me know we've been talking too long. So we'll see you soon on Two Talking Arseholes.